So, good morning, sir. I'm Himanshu Sharma, the design engineer of Team Quantum.
Hi,
And
good
I'm
morning
Bhuvi
to all of you.
Pandey.
Okay.
So, today we'll be interviewing Mr. Deepak Kumar, senior cyber threat intelligence and digital forensic consultant. First, we'll start with a small introduction of F1 in schools, the competition we are participating in. F1 in schools is a unique global challenge. Teams of students aged 9 to 19 design, construct, and race miniature Formula One cars of the future, powered by compressed air cylinder. This challenge inspires teams to learn about certain important technological and entrepreneurial skills and apply them in a competitive yet practical and exciting way. As a part of the competition, we have started a campaign, Reset Normal, focusing on the lifestyle changes we humans have had to adopt over the past 1 year. Quite evidently, the use of digital media has increased substantially during this period, and so have the activities related to cybercrime. Not only is this a threat to a person's personal security, but it can also be a traumatic mental experience for that individual. To educate our audience about the same, we have invited Mr. Deepak Kumar, who will help us understand the entire scenario in a much better way. We are privileged to have you, sir, have you with us today.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. No issues, please.
before starting the interview, Bhuvi will introduce us to sir.
Mr. Deepak Kumar is a senior cyber threat intelligence and digital forensic consultant. He has been working on several consulting and investigating engagements with organizations such as academia, corporates, international law enforcement organizations, government sectors, and PSUs. He is currently engaged with Indian government projects related to Security Operational Center, threat intelligence, coordination, capacity building for cybercrime, and digital forensics domain. Presently, he is a chair member in the National Cyber Safety and Security Standards India. Also, he has been awarded with various industry recognized certificates, received several appreciations from senior officials and law enforcement, academia, defense organizations, and media as well. Once again, sir, we're very grateful to you for sparing some of your precious time to be with us today. Now, let's start with the interview. Himanshu, you may begin with the first question.
Right. So the first question. You have worked in various areas of ethical hacking, digital forensics, as well as cybersecurity. So, according to the behavior patterns of the hackers, is there a specific category of people they target? And is there a specific pattern of these hackers over the past few years, especially during the pandemic?
Okay, this is a very good question, first of all, or thank you for inviting me on this platform, on this scenario. Coming back to your question, it's a very good question. Talking about a hacker, first of all, just want to clear one thing, like hacker is not a negative term, right? Hacker have different definition, like when we assume from a normal perspective, normal people or normal citizen, they think hacker is a person who like a thief or criminal, right? So a simple definition, like people can say unauthorized access into something is like a hacker, the way of something. But when you differentiate yourself, like you are a person and you have a good skill set pertaining to hacking, means you have a skill set, a person have a skill set called a cyber security professional researcher or someone, IT security something, and he have a good skill set and he can do same thing for a good cause, for a company, on behalf of company. So he is an ethical hacker. And same thing if he use for wrong sense or any misusing his skill set for different manner, that is for bad sense. So then you can say it's a criminal basically. So it's a criminal versus hacker basically. Criminal versus a person. Hacker is a, it depends on the state of mind with the concern. Now coming to target areas. When you said target, who are targeted basically here? So target perspective, first of all, we have to understand types of hackers. Like generally, if you Google or when you see literatures, you will have a black hat, blue hat, white hat, gray hat, blue team, red team. These are terminologies generally which you find nowadays in your various domain, in your schooling, in your news or wherever. But when you talk about their skill set, they have only two types. One is like for defensive manner and one is for offensive manner. So this is one concern. Target perspective, if is it is a small hacker. A small hacker means like his area is very limited, so maybe he will target very small thing, like he will find some small vulnerabilities, weakness, or he may have some small tricks which he misuse for some website or on some web application or something like that. So it depends on the area. If area is very big, like somebody saying I can able to hack FBI website, I can able to hack government website, or I can intrude into, recently you have seen like Domino's website, Domino's data has been breached, or Air India data breach. So it's that is exactly as that is the area basically defined by a criminal or a threat actor. Threat actor is a person, it's like a campaign. Campaign can run by various group of people. Maybe a person very good into designing a website. Second person is very good into calling the person or the victims basically to engage them. So it's like a very big area how these things are working. Talking about pandemic perspective, so no doubt, if you see like we people, even if I'm connecting with you, the medium is internet. So last 1 or 2 year we are seeing that key there are we people, like our family itself, we student, everyone, they are connected through internet, and they are creating and discussing, talking, sharing, or doing their office work even using these channel. So if you compare, if we compare ourselves, like out of 24 hours, how much time do we engage? We are engaging more than 50% with our digital assets like laptop or portable devices and all. So these hackers or smart players or uh, criminals as well, or every this entire community, they misuse or they may use for good cause. Like somebody saying during COVID, please use precautions, please use this good news, please use this hygiene something, so that is for good cause, right? If we are trying to booking a slot of something, we are using good manner something. Somebody, if you want to pass any information, so that is one angle. But some people, some actor trying to misuse these things as well. They may send some link through phishing link through your what's from your email. Sometimes they may send any fake information through your WhatsApp, and they think like that is the real news, and they don't know exactly the authenticity of that news. They may misuse that fake link or fake news or that something. Maybe somebody is claiming that government of India is giving this amount of money, kindly click on that link, and somebody think like, oh, government is doing something, they click on that link. If they found a website, or that link may redirect it to some website, maybe that website having a photo of our PM Modi. So people will think, yes, it's a legit website. They don't know exactly the URL, www, what exactly is that. So they are not focusing on that thing. So sometimes unawareness, like people, they don't have proper awareness, they trap into these kind of scenarios. So now a time, like you said, ki what is happening since last 2 3 years, maximum cases are pertaining to COVID are like these manner. And you see the jobs, like the people who are working and unke job bhi chale gaye. So this is one of the various uh, important concern, like they are searching jobs online, and there are various fake websites, various fake job portals are there. They are asking ki sir aapka ho jayega, you just pay this amount of money, something 100 rupees, 1000 rupees, something like that, and we will get back to you. They never came back like this. So sometimes this kind of scams are running, frauds are running through this channel. So it's a very big area discussing perspective with respect to your question. I hope I have covered the things which required basically.
Yes, sir. It was a very convincing answer that you gave. And we all got a very new insight to the mere definition of the word hacker, as well as the target audience and the various means they use to target people in digital media. Moving on to the second question. From creating fake PM Care Fund accounts to even ransomware attacks in hospitals and medical centers, cyber criminals are taking advantage of the widespread global communications due to the pandemic to mask their activities. Is there a way to prevent ourselves from falling prey to such unpleasant situations and recognize the authenticity of different accounts and sites?
Exactly. So first of all, like if I'm saying like which ice cream do you like from the audience basically, so they have their own flavors, right? Same thing happening with our likes and dislikes. So when I'm saying कि we want to purchase something from some website, e-commerce website, so we have options like यार Amazon पे चलते हैं, या like we can go with Flipkart, or we have Myntra or something like that. But if I'm saying no, don't go with this Myntra, Amazon, or Flipkart something, go with some random website, they have specific name. So you will think, what is that website? So you start googling yourself. So the answer is what, like whenever we choose anything, or whenever we want to prevent, or whenever we want to take any service, either it's a technology base, either it's a normal homework or home perspective something, we need to first of all read and do a small homework from Google about the feedback and research. First of all, the people, they don't know, like if I'm saying example perspective, like you will get a any specific watch in very less price, or maybe you'll get iPhone in very less price, and the price is, it's not, the real price would be 1 lakh, but you will get that thing in 60,000. But if I'm saying no, you will get into 1,000, so you will say no, yeah, it's fake, 1,000 में थोड़ी मिलेगा iPhone. But if I'm saying 60,000, then you will say no, it could be maybe some discounts over there. So what is happening here, when you read, or when a user go to study that website, on which website these things are getting, when you see the reviews and when you see is that fraud or something, so from review or from internet perspective, you will get several answers over there. That is one area. Talking to ransomware perspective, first of all, in very layman term, I just want to say, if any malicious malware came to your machine and it encrypt everything, and if you want to open that content, like suppose you have your videos, you have your PDF file, you have your document research material, and the moment once you click to open that one, maybe that content will not able to open properly as it was. So it will ask you pay some money or maybe something. So it's mean that to decrypt something, you have to pay some ransom, some money. So these attackers or criminals or these kind of big campaigners, they deliberately do these things, and simply they try to misuse your information, your data, and they will say ki, please pay this amount of money, then otherwise we will leak this data into some domain. And then if he was not meeting and not giving his money or something like that, refusing something, then they say ki in news, like, or in dark web or this kind of channel, they leak their data, and some hacker, good person or bad person, they try to find this information, and they do what, they say yes, Domino's data has been hacked, Air India has been hacked, big basket data has been hacked. So sometimes this is one angle. So prevention perspective is very, very important. First of all, we should know how any malware can come to your machine or on your device. First of all, we know about through email, right? Browsing a website, internet website, downloading some content from any website, or maybe by connecting your pen drive on your machine. Means we should know about the communication medium. So first, website. So website, when you see HTTPS, पहले we are discussing like कि if the website is HTTPS, it means it's a safe and secure. Remember, HTTPS only allow, which can assure that the data travel from your computer to server, it will be encrypted. It's not about the security perspective like ये safe है. Means if somebody want to eavesdrop in between, like man in the middle attack, nobody can able to decrypt in between if any data is traveling from your computer to server. So hacker, they doing what, they also use HTTPS based website. So it doesn't mean if website is HTTPS it's safe. Remember, so first of all, website review is very, very important. Try to download content from proper website, real channel. Try to do a shopping from, or try to purchase anything from a good website, like you can cross check anything. Do not try to download any cracked software or something, because whenever you try to download any cracked software, because generally we do torrent and all, right, we try to find anything. So whenever we go to those website, there is a keygen or there is some sample cracked softwares are there. Whenever you download those things on your machine, it act like a malicious malware, and your antivirus would say like this ki, this is a malware, kindly don't allow this potential something, but you still click on those things. So you are allowing yourself that particular malware can come to your machine. So that is a download things from legit source and all. If you want to practice, for example, you want to use that tool, so you should create some isolated environment like VMware or virtualization, so people can use for trial purpose over there. Means it should not impact on your real machine, on a real computer, on your real mobile something. And the last and very, very important, very, very important, these things are generally coming 90% from phishing email. Means whenever things are coming from email, you properly check. Means if you hover your mouse on the attachment or the body or something, sometimes these malware or these things can be download, or maybe it can redirect to some different malicious web pages. So whenever you download any, any attachment, maybe a document, and it may ask about, enable setting or enable macro something, sometimes these kind of technical terminologies may try to say ki download. When you open that document, simply, it can impact or infect your machine. So these are the medium generally we want to say. And last and very very important, you see sometime a pop-up or nagware. Nagware is like, sometimes it say ki please update your antivirus, please update your, windows. Sometime a fake antivirus updates are also coming, like say 200 malwares has been found on your machine, kindly click here this link, then you update. Even on your phone, sometimes you open some website, some pop-up will come like if your phone is, Redmi or, iPhone 11, kindly install these antivirus to prevent from these, viruses. So these are also like a fake website, so be careful while downloading any random application on your machine. So these are the main indicators from where these things are coming on your phone. So always update, scan antiviruses and all that is a very important perspective.
Thank you, sir. That will really help us all in being safe on the internet. Now, my next question is regarding the quantum computers. Various tech-based firms are researching about quantum computers, and Google has even aimed to build a commercially available quantum computer by 2030.
Hmm.
Quantum computers will be able to solve far too complex problems that a classical computer cannot figure out. This includes solving the algorithms behind encryption keys that protect our data and the internet's infrastructure. So, do you think that a publicly available quantum computing capability will be a major threat to the digital security?
So there's nothing like that. Even first of all, I'm telling you a concept, very simple concept. We will start with example basically. Like if I'm saying, I want to crack a password of a document which is encrypted. So what is happening over here? Here we are trying to Google key password cracking softwares. Done. So we are getting software one, software two, software three, but we never focus on the science behind that, the concept basically. Means if you use software one, either you use software two or software three something, still the concept is called brute forcing. So you need a high-end machine end of the day which can brute force your particular software with high graphical processing unit, GPU generally, which we can say. Accordingly, it can work. So similarly, there are plenty of information which is open or publicly available pertaining to QC, this particular as well, quantum computers as well. So when you see any instances which is available freely with either it's a big from either Google or IBM something, so simply people are using for research purpose or for use case perspective like this. So there is no doubt about this particular about this concern. Now coming back to main, like when you talk about some checklist is like there are certain things which is publicly available, but when we add some our concern, when we add our functionalities onto any software or onto any specific platform, then we have to make sure what information we are trying to add. That is really important in that particular concern. So you will get a several open source QC perspective or any software perspective or any open thing which is available. So that is that not makes key it's a harmful or something.
Thank you so much, sir. Personally, I found this a fairly new concept, and it was a great experience to know about something as new and uh, something as new as this. Moving on to the fourth question. Uh, Dark web is considered dangerous due to the various illicit and illegal activities and transactions happening over there. But at the same time, it provides anonymity to the user and helps people living in areas with very high internet restrictions to access content which can be openly accessed by the other users. So, what are your views on the use of the dark web?
Uh, uh, to be very frank, in this particular dark web means you have to maintain your privacy simply. So privacy is a word you just when a dark web comes in your mind, you always think two things. One is called privacy, and second is called illegal stuff. Now, if I don't want to be public on Facebook, like I don't want to become in Facebook or Instagram or any places, But I want to be part of internet. So people generally, what they use VPN, they use proxy or something. So what is happening here, let me clear one by one. Surface web and dark web. Surface web, like normally we can explore internet through Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox or Safari or something. So that is mean you can normally access those content from normal user as a from these platform. Pertaining to dark web, even the technically perspective, we have some softwares called Tor or this kind of thing, then generally we can access those resources. Website differentiation is again same. There is something.com, there is something.onion. So here, to access that content or what do you call, illicit material or a CP content or any terrorism perspective information, that is available on data theft perspective, that is available on dark web. So what is happening here, if you go these area and you will find some good information as well, but the area is what, dark web. But maximum you see, more than 90% content if you find over there, you get over there, that is completely linked up with drugs, you know data breach content, ransomware, or any marketplaces, different forums over there. So what is happening is, like, in real scenarios, like a chor bazaar. So as you know कि that chor bazaar is वहां पे लगता है, so we do what, we only know this location, and when we go to that chor bazaar or these kind of market, and if we are a very expert to purchase those items, then you will think like what, you're expert means आपको वहां पे चोर बाजार में you will get something, that is okay. But talking about dark web, you don't know with whom you are interacting. If you want to purchase any information, that may be, you don't know to whom you are talking, and you purchase those items, you do some transaction on cryptocurrency or or those kind of things. So suppose what happened, like, he is not giving those information, or in turn he is not giving those services, then to whom you want to report? In that case, there is no proper authentication, no proper accountability, no proper investigation can be done out. So there are various negative things as well pertaining to investigating or cooperating with those channels. So dark web, somehow it's good when you are really proficient to get good information, juicy information, or explore something. But mostly the content is, if negative is there, then how you can say that is what. But talking about the privacy perspective, no doubt, there is Facebook, there is Instagram, there is everything. But end of the day, there is also bad things. So it depends on you, like how generally you want to proceed or initiate. Now last is what, how you can say it's safer side perspective. So I'm saying it depends you, like if I'm saying I'm well into playing PUBG, but somebody's not playing good into PUBG, so it depends on user how frequently or how expert techie to explore those areas like dark web or something. Generally it's not like normal. So this is a privacy and safety perspective, these answers. But again, there are several crimes which are happening through dark web, and the success ratio is very less. So that's what you should be very careful while doing any transaction or purchasing something. Research material, that is good, but if you're researching from your name, so that is not a big, because you are researching, you are creating email IDs or creating handles with your real name and still on your dark web, then it's not a good sign. So this is again one concern basically.
Sir,
Thank
just
you,
a
sir.
small follow-up question to what you said. You had mentioned that transactions happen through cryptocurrency on the dark web, and that is a very illicit activity that is happening. Even still, India does not have any specific laws pertaining to the use of cryptocurrency. So, what, according to you, is the future of cryptocurrency like Bitcoin in India?
Look, there is several cryptocurrencies, which is not only BTCs there, Bitcoin, even Ethereum, and as well. There's several things are there. The question is here, the accountability. The main thing is what? Accountability. Remember, using a technology, that is not a bad thing. That is really future. We should use new technologies, blockchain, and all. But talking about crypto perspective, there is no proper transparency. Transparency not in like, I'm talking about the transparency, like that particular ledger or that particular account hold or relate to which person, that is I'm talking about. Means certain wrong or false transaction or fraud transaction has been happened, and if you want to track those person, then how it could be? Do you remember the top, the one of the top cyber threat is ransomware? And ransomware is one of the that kind of threat where you will have a good income in return income. Like you should create a small ransomware, splurge into internet, and you will have a lakhs crores of customers who can trap into this one, and you just earn money. So it's like they are earning money through this crypto perspective. So if these international police or Europol or Interpol or any international law enforcement agencies try to find ki this particular cryptocurrency link up with which particular threat actor, so still they're not able to figure out. They only figure out which country. So again, in real scenario, in real financial transaction, what is happening, like you purchase something from Mintra and you said no, it's wrong transaction has been done. So you have a proper ID and you can talk to that concerned Paytm or that Mintra. They can tell yes sir, if fraud transaction has been done, so they can revert you. But in terms of crypto perspective, so there is very less chances are there to track and find this accountability of the person who actually hold that particular amount. And that's what in dark web the major tool is used only two things: one is Tor and second is this kind of cryptocurrency channel generally.
Thank you, sir. Lastly, do you think that this increased online activity that we have been witnessing due to the pandemic will continue even after the normalcy has restored? Will there be a new normal with increased dependency of us humans on digital media, or will it restore back to what it was before the pandemic?
Look, it's a digital thing, it's a cyber thing, so there is no linkage with COVID or something. I mean, if technology is there, so people can use and misuse, means social media ka misuse or pros and cons bahut sare. The thing is what only, as of now people are working from home, so no doubt people are mostly connected with internet. The thing will, when the thing will fine again, they will work from office or something. But do you think, can't we spare ourselves from these digital devices? Do you think, can't we say, if I'm saying like if you are using internet or if you're using social media, disconnect yourself, you'll say sir, how this can be possible? Like it's not only for misusing. Sometimes we are getting good information from these channels as well. So, cybercrime perspective, the only one thing which can prevent that is called awareness. Means if you know that somebody can uh, use this application and can be trapped under job fraud scam, or like you got to know that key, if something if you use cryptocurrency perspective, then there are very less chance to do withdraw or something like that. So if you know these kind of concern or awareness pointers, then there is very less chance to getting trapped into these kind of scenarios. So one is called awareness, and second point is called you should be update yourself with technical things, like you said quantum, artificial intelligence, machine learning. These VR, these robotics, these are what, these are future. So what is happening in next time, you will get to know the crimes related to these new technologies. Now phishing and all these things will go on, ये सब चले जाएंगे. Then new technology, new types of crimes, IoT, internet of things will come. And you will see everybody will use, when the 5G will come, smart devices will come. People will continues use smart watches, smart devices and all, and again the crime will come which can link up with IoTs and all. AI is there, they can misuse artificial intelligence, like deep fake videos, deep fake things are coming as well. Earlier it was like a static photo, people can morph the photo and they can misuse. Now it's like a video kind of morphing, they can change their images and all, they can misuse. People are uploading images like couple challenge or best friend challenge or XYZ challenge with real images and all on Facebook or on Instagram something, but it can be misused. So the second point is was key, we should use technology in very wise manner, in proper manner. Privacy perspective, if you don't use properly with privacy, then it can be misused by some person, not now but maybe later. He can save your information, maybe suppose your name is suppose Himanshu Sharma, you can Google yourself Himanshu Sharma, and you can try to search what information is available on your, about you on your internet. Check with different angle, like you can click on images, click on news, click on books. You can check everywhere, and same time you do what, try to check from Yandex, YANDX, Yandex, Russian search engine or something. You can search from different search, Bing search. Up check karo, you will get a different answers over there. So what is happening here? Data collection. So it's about data. So So crimes can be reduced, but you can't stop. So it can be through this properly awareness, properly understand the fake news, understand, upgrade yourself these, and try to aware other people who is your colleague, your parent, your relatives, or your friends or something. But in that manner they should understand, otherwise they will say, yeah, sab tumko hi pata hai, we are like we don't know anything. Sometimes people will think like this. So we have to very clear ki, sir, the link which you have sent, that is malicious, and sometime what happen, if you click that link, you can maybe a malicious application can download on your mobile, and simply it can take your data. So that is one simple example perspective with this one. So no doubt the question was very clear, and digital is very powerful word, digital. I'm just giving a small example. When you compare with old days, what is happening, if somebody did any crime or commit any crime, so there is no footprint over there. Means police can ask ki kuch tune kiya, he said ki sir maine kuch nahi kiya, like that. But nowadays what is happening, if anything is captured on camera, anything captured on your mobile or any digital devices, so it can easy to pull out, and it can easily, we can fix that ki yes, your information has been captured on CCTV footage or in a mobile. So accordingly, forensic, when we have done the forensics and we got to know your linkage. So there are several cases on internet as well, you can see with some, you can see on news as well, like any cases where they have said कि हमने WhatsApp का data recover करके हमने पता लगा लिया. Some are saying like we have found some clippage on phone, then we get. So digital things are very very important. So be very careful about this perspective about crime awareness and all, and this makes safer side for all the people.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a very convincing answer that you gave us. And the experience that we had after interviewing you today was very enriching, and it will take us a long way, not only in this competition, but beyond that. When we handle a digital media or when we're on online sites, it'll benefit us and we'll be aware of the ways and the means we're supposed to deal with things. And we also hope that a lot of people will benefit from this interview once it is uploaded on various social media sites. And lastly, we'd just like to express our heartfelt gratitude for sparing some time for us and being here with us today. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, no shoes, thank you all of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is